All right.
All right, here we are. Starting over.
It's the Rob and Dog Show. Technical difficulties. My bad. I didn't see the light lit up, so.
We're so good at this.
We are so good at this. Oh, that camera died. Of course you died, you piece of crap. That's all right. We go around that camera.
Yeah, well, it's all right.
And this camera, too. It kind of gets
We
the
can live
side
without
view.
that one.
So.
Hey, it's back on. It's charging again.
It's a ghost camera.
We might get it.
Yeah, we might
get it for a second half.
All right.
That's all right.
We'll just turn it on. Anyways, today is January 7th.
Starting over.
Yeah, starting over again.
Murph, you want to give a shout out to your sponsor?
Yeah, the Rob and Dog Show is sponsored by Salt Lake Vapors, Salt Lake's greatest vape shop, the first vape shop in Salt Lake. We are the OGs. Look at this nice fancy one I just got today. This is the iJoy Shogun. But yeah, look how fancy that is. Yeah, you guys see? Boom, boom. All right. And Cap Rob?
The Rob and Dog Show is also brought to you by Flandreau Metalworks. That's my metal company. We do fabrication, metal handrails, plasma cutting, that kind of stuff. So if you need anything like that, hit me up.
Yeah, and you were doing a whole bunch of stuff today for the pack out kits, the Milwaukee pack out kits.
Yeah, we sent off a couple pack out kits today, and we built a couple Bauer bandsaw tables. I was hoping they wouldn't pick them up in time because then I could show them off, but they're all gone now. So there's that. So let's talk about our guest today.
Yeah.
We already introduced him, but we're trying this for the
We're doing it a second time. Aaron Clough and Ashley Clough. Am I saying that right? Clough, right?
Clough.
Just Clough.
And there's no T.
There's no T?
It's not like Babe Ruth, the king of clout.
All right. It's just Clough.
It's just Clough.
I always thought there was a T. There's no T? All right, well.
Cloud without
See, we're learning stuff here on the Rob and Dog Show. I've only known him for, 6 years now? And
Or so.
yeah, or so. Maybe longer, maybe shorter. Don't know. But so one of the questions we asked earlier, if they were going to Hammers, and they said, no, they're not. The guy that fills in for Aaron is going in for eye surgery, so Aaron has to work, and he's very important. He works. So.
Don't say that.
Oh, sorry. We'll edit that out.
No, that's fine.
He works
It's not 100% out.
Oh, so you might still go?
So you're saying there's a chance.
They're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
All right. All right. Well, I don't know. What should we talk about today?
Well, let's. I can tell you when I met Aaron.
Yeah, let's hear about that.
When I met Aaron, I think I was 17 years old, maybe 18 years old, and I saved up all my money that I Aaron was running
which was like $32. Just kidding. Probably
maybe
more
35. But yeah, no. Aaron was running a pretty awesome fabrication shop out in Twilla at the time, and actually Erda, not Twilla.
Erda.
It's
Rebel Customs, right?
Rebel Custom Racing.
Yes, sir.
Rebel Custom Racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Aaron had a pretty rad fabrication shop, probably top of the food chain back in the day, for as far as Utah fab shops go, and he built my roll cage on my old Toyota 4Runner.
For the Yoda?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
My first Toyota 4Runner.
Did he charge you an arm and a leg?
No, he gave me a pretty good deal, honestly.
I think it was pretty decent.
He gave me, looking back, I think
Felt
he
bad for him. Said, God, if I don't build a decent roll cage, this kid's
gonna get brain damage.
Yeah,
But
more.
well,
brain
that
damage.
happened.
Yeah.
I put it to the test, that's for sure. I think got used more than your mom.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot.
Oh yeah. Good old Toyota days.
Yeah. So and then when I went to pick it up, he said, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing this weekend?" I said, "I don't know." And he said, "Well, there's a little competition, off-road rodeo is I think what we called it, or
Yeah,
they called it,
yep.
or you called it, or
An off-road rodeo?
said it was an
Yeah,
off-road
they call it
rodeo.
the off-road rodeo.
And it was down in Delta,
Oh.
and it was I think it was the first Delta rock crawl that Craig put on down there. And
Before
I
it
think,
was called the...
yeah, it
Old
eventually
School.
evolved into Old School, which evolved into the Delta Classic rock crawl. What's that? What's going on there?
I don't know what that was.
Was it the chair?
Wow, it's picking up
Murph.
the chair. That's
Wow.
funky.
Is that too sensitive? No, shouldn't be. Is there a hidden mic somewhere?
I hope there's
Underneath
not. I
the
hope there's
table?
not one under your butt, dude. If there's one mic under your ass, then we're all in trouble.
I know it was picking up me vaping. Maybe I'll turn mine down a little bit.
There you go. Turn yours down all the way, Marit.
So,
Just turn
anyways,
it off.
But yeah, so he was like, "Come on down and play with us," and that was my first rock crawl, and
and that's when you were hooked.
that's how I got into it. So I got Aaron to thank for that. And
Did he acknowledge you when you were down there at all?
no, he was like, "Who's this?"
Yeah.
I don't know him.
There was like 6 people.
Oh, really? It wasn't that big?
No, there
was-
was quite a few.
For what it was pretty big. It was decent.
Yeah, yeah.
Any big names besides yourself, Aaron, that was there? And Captain Rob?
I remember Ben Hanks was there.
Oh, Ben Hanks?
Or was that the second year we went
I think
down?
that was the second.
Might have been the second year. I can't remember.
Yeah.
First or second year.
So was it an actual competition or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
a whole bunch. It was like a little, like a little
Was,
tough
was there
truck. Like there was,
classes or was it just?
Yeah, there was classes. It was, so this is on the tail end of the Patey.
the you rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were taken off from there and kind of doing man-made courses and stuff like that. And so he was kind of picking up off that because Craig had gotten kind of bumped out,
The
if you will.
the course down there at the time wasn't what it is now. It was like
Yeah.
It was like a bunch of old like I remember there was like a staircase that was like clearly out of like some building that
Like
it
a
just,
concrete
like
staircase.
a concrete staircase that had been torn out of it.
So it's
bunch
nothing
of,
like it is now.
bunch of tractor tires and stuff, and there was like a little like tank trap mud thing you had to go through, and I think that's Aaron actually blew up his motor in that.
Yeah, Craig actually, after I won it,
Oh, you did one. That wasn't my next question. Is who won it?
yeah, I both my rigs won it, both classes, and
Oh, that's right, Daniel. Maybe was it Daniel?
Maybe.
Yeah, he
yeah,
won the
the
stock
last
class.
10.
Heck yeah.
Craig challenged me to a race, and I launched it and hydrolocked it in the giant
I
trench.
remember that.
But
God, them were the
Showing
good
off
old
after the
days.
show.
yeah, but it didn't hurt the motor.
Yeah,
It just
I remember that.
Just killed it.
just sucked the air cleaner in. Not a big deal.
Well, when you say hydrolock, I'm thinking of like when Weston's car hydrolock.
No, it wasn't a full hydrolock.
Oh,
it was
okay.
just like
Get like sucked
Quit.
it through the turbo or
Were
something.
you there for that? Weston's car? His brand new rock crawler when we first took it out? Oh, well, we caught it on fire.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
It was, hydrolocked and, like
Joey, rest his soul, saved that car from burning down.
he actually did because, it was the pressure regulator that was feeding back in, like it kept just feeding when the fuel pump was on and it just kept filling up the number 3, the driver's side, second one in. I don't know what that one number is, but kept
Don't act
filling
like
that
you know
up
what you're
full. Well, that's what it was, and it kept filling up with fuel. And when we tried to start it, it was like, dun. So we thought the battery was dead. Hooked jumper cables up there.
So you're talking his new car or
His little
Henry's
rock crawler.
car?
Henry's car.
Okay.
Henry's car. So we're like, what the fuck's wrong with it? And then we're like, I think Joey said, it's hydrolock. Check, pull out the plugs. So we pulled out all the plugs and second to last plug. Oh, yeah, this one's pouring out gas. And I was like, well, just crank it over and push all that gas out and then we'll start it up. Well, Joey said, wait, stop. Somebody get a fire extinguisher. I'm like, fire extinguisher for what? We're not firing it up. And he's like, trust me, just get a fire extinguisher. I'm like, we don't need a fire extinguisher. And I went to start it, and they were like, wait. And I was like, all right, we waited. Got a fire extinguisher. And yeah, as soon as I hit the start button, it
Fireball.
it shot gas out,
Dude,
and it lit Joey's Jeep on fire, Weston's Jeep on fire. I was a little bit on fire.
Fireball.
Yeah, it was. And
it was not the good kind of fireball.
Yeah.
And it was on fire. Like it wasn't a.
it was I'd say that fireball was 10 feet around at least.
It was decent.
Maybe 12 feet.
Nice.
I'm surprised I still had my goatee afterwards. I'm not even kidding. It was, it was.
I wish we would have had it on film.
Oh my God, I'm glad we don't have it on film. My wife would have killed me.
You know, speaking of Joey, I looked at my little portable deodorant kit and, you know, what to-go kit,
Yeah, your bathroom kit.
man kit.
Yeah, man kit.
And the last time I talked to Joey was down in Moab, and he gave me his business card. And I was rifling through there the other day, and there it was sitting.
The race at Moab?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I saw it, and there was like,
Yeah.
I always.
Miss Joey.
yeah.
I know. I still like. My wife will be like, "There's something wrong with my car," and I'll be like, "Oh, I just called Joe." Oh.
Yeah, it was just weird seeing the card just pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good old Joey. Yeah, Joey saved the day, though. Yeah. Pour a little beer out for Joey. Some for the homie. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that was so that's when I first met Aaron, and I think Ashley back then was still in diapers, or maybe not even born yet. I don't even know.
No, I was there.
Yeah, you were tiny.
So if you were 17,
Oh, what year would that have been?
how old
So
are you now?
I'm
Robbie?
34 now, and I think I might have been I might have been 18, but it might have been like I don't know. I think I was 18.
12, 14 years ago? So
Do some
that
math,
would have
16
made
years ago.
16? So that would have made Ashley 4. Just kidding. I always look at Ashley as young. I can't believe
How old?
she's
How old are you now?
24.
24? Holy crap!
Yeah, I remember when Ashley was 17. That's when I first met you guys. I can't remember where I first met you guys.
Mesquite.
Was it Mesquite?
It was just me.
Just you?
We were going to a dirt riot,
Oh yeah, I think we were going to
Arizona.
the Congress.
Tucson or Congress?
Congress, Arizona. Yeah, I got video of you with the cone on your head. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hippie slept on top of your motorhome.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you drove around was that when you drove around
Yep.
the parking lot?
Yep.
Yeah.
He wakes up.
And he waved at that guy walking his dog. And then went back to sleep.
He's all in his sleeping bag on top of the motorhome, driving around, and Murph's just driving around the parking lot.
Trying to hit every bump I could. Trying to put him on a sway. It was awesome.
About halfway through, you making a loop around the parking lot. You just see this sleeping bag pop up, and he's like, "Oh."
He stretches.
Oh, hey, how you doing walking your dog? Smiles. The smile of an angel.
Miles that goes back to bed.
And then just laid back down. Yeah, that was good times. Yeah, did we stayed in Mesquite going to Congress?
Yeah.
I guess, well.
Yeah, we did.
So
And then Aaron, when was the first time I met Aaron? Delta, maybe?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. But, yeah. Anyway, carrying on. So, Ashley is racing, little side by side. She's
Yeah.
done 2 races now?
3,
3?
counting Delta.
Oh, yeah, Delta. Oh, yeah, I
People
forgot about
race
Delta.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you raced my car once. You count that? You made it about 20 yards.
I almost brought that picture.
Oh, of us sideways. That's a good one.
She raced your car
She raced
And
my
his
my Toyota once.
at Delta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
made it only 20 yards or what?
Yeah.
happened?
Well, I don't know if you've learned since then, but she didn't know how to drive stick at the time.
Oh,
So I was driving passenger, just jamming gears for her. And I wasn't really paying attention where she was going. I just said, floor it. And the first turn after they started, I look up and I'm like, go, go, go. And I jammed it right into second. And I look up and there's a Jeep slamming on the brakes and she's staying pinned.
I just rammed him.
Full send into a Jeep.
wow. That's awesome. That's how you do
That's
it.
where the hate from Cherokees
She hit the chair. She hit that Jeep so hard, I think their transmission fell out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then it locked up my steering.
I think I was
So-
14, 15.
Uh,
But I wore a green wig. So I looked like it.
God, we need that picture.
I
have
have
it
it.
somewhere.
I have it.
Yes, we
have to
need
dig
that
that up.
picture. That would be a good.
We'll dig that up and we'll
yeah.
edit it into the podcast.
Hey, so my wife told me that we have a Facebook. I didn't know we had a Facebook.
I think I made you an admin on the Facebook.
Did you?
I think so.
Oh,
I didn't.
okay.
I will.
Well, yeah, she was like, and then I don't know if you guys seen the Facebook thing, but Robbie wrote a big post about you guys. And so Robbie's good at like that.
I wish I was better. I used to be better at it. I need to get better at it.
That's all right. That's all right.
It's hard when you're.
So, what is going to be your next race? Are you you still plan on racing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, because,
The whole year.
so, your last race didn't go so well. Let's hear about
I think
that.
it went good.
Everybody
for,
loves that
it
drama.
went good for Nick and
I
him.
actually called Nick, tried to get him to join us tonight, but he was too busy working late trying to make some money to go to Hammers, I think. But
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I was like, it'd be kind of fun to have Nick, Aaron, and Ashley all together.
Yeah, because
could tell some
Schaefer
stories.
is Ashley's code dogs, if you guys don't know. So,
Talking about Nick Schaefer,
Nick Schaefer.
Killer guy.
world famous Dr. Nick.
Nick Badass Schaefer.
He is a badass.
Nick size 14 shoe Schaefer, ladies. Yeah.
Straight up.
Oh my God. Water skis.
You know what they say about big shoes?
Big socks. But yeah. So any races?
Recently single Nick Schaefer, by the way.
Oh yeah.
case people
Any
aren't-
single ladies?
No, Nick did a great job last year for her.
Yeah, I was there for that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I was there out. That's when my truck broke down.
Oh, yeah. It was at Knowles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first race was kind of a killer one. Just
I like that place out there.
it's a fun place to go.
Fun.
Fun
The race
place
is
to go.
rough. I've raced that race.
That race is long too.
Long and rough.
That's only a 200,
Yeah, but that's still took what 4 hours, 5 hours?
and they ran that in 2-wheel drive.
Yeah.
So how many miles were your guys' lap?
For Knowles?
8, 9, about 90.
And then how many laps did they do?
3.
3?
It was a 300 mile.
No,
Yeah,
Hanover
'cause-
was like 75 miles a lap.
Because when
75.
I think. It was
the last
that.
time I raced,
It's a 300 mile race.
Yeah.
So the Knowles is a 200,
If
and the
that.
Windover is a 300.
because
just
last time I did
technically.
the Knowles race that I raced, I think the laps were right around 50 miles each,
Yeah.
and I think we did 5 laps. So we did 250 miles, which is pretty long. Like when we were done, we were ready to be done.
Yeah. If you
Yeah,
did
when
pro
you
class-
came in your first lap, I was thinking like, they still got like 3 more. I'm like, because it took a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That course isn't exactly smooth.
So how do you fit in your car? You fit comfortably? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm probably too small for it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just asking because I just finished adding 3 inches to my floorboard in Ricky Bobby, and it's wonderful now.
And
I
he's,
can
he's
space
still
my legs
he's still
out.
3 inches too big.
I'm still like 6 inches too big. But
He went this way instead of this way.
not wider. I don't need wider. Trust me, it's plenty wide. But just in the feet, yeah. Because I got tired of having my knees bent the whole time while you're racing.
I'm on like my tippy toe.
That's
Her car is like the one you can actually drive all day.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
It's
That's what I'm talking about.
you just hop
It's
out
a
and it's like
Cadillac.
Side by sides are usually pretty comfy.
Yes.
Like that's one thing.
So
like,
butter. They're
they
just
figured that
butter.
out when they made side by sides. I think it's because they put the motors in the back.
Yeah.
You got all the room in the world in the front to build.
Whatever. Yeah.
our motor's actually in the middle,
That's right, it is, huh?
so it's like it's weighted perfect.
Yeah.
It flies really,
Oh,
really
yeah.
well.
Yeah, you guys are almost sitting on it. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So next race coming up? When's it?
I think
next
it's in
time?
Vernal.
Vernal?
May, I want to say.
Oh, nice, nice.
Is that a boar race too, or is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Have you raced in Vernal yet, or? Aaron and I
I've been
tried to
out
race
there.
Vernal.
Yeah, I remember that.
I almost brought you your motor.
Oh yeah,
I looked at it today as I was throwing the stick to the dog.
right.
Are they doing the motorcycle track or kind of like the dirt ride track?
The dirt riot one.
Okay, yeah, that's a fun race. I've done that course. Vernal. Yeah, that was the one. I was kicking everybody's ass and lost the transmission.
That's how it goes. You're always winning until you aren't.
Yeah,
Kind of reminds me of Sturgis.
yeah,
It is a little bit like
Yeah.
Is it
Sturgis.
just flat?
yeah. It gets dusty as shit too. So, yeah.
Sturgis
kinda
has that,
rolly.
just has that.
I think you co-dogged for me at
I-
Vernal.
I think I did.
Yes, I think no, it was Weston because we did the motorcycle track, and I remember we did certain jumps on the motorcycle track, and we were jumping it backwards, and we overshot it, and we lawn darted. So I just remember me and Weston driving home, and he had to turn his whole shoulder to the left, and we'd talk to each other. What'd you say? And he. I said this, and it was like neither one of us could turn our necks because we had whiplash from lawn darting. So, yeah, that was Vernal, and I remember that because that jump was. I was like, "How fast? I don't know. We're not going that fast." And yeah, we overshot the landing by about 10 feet.
Those
And
those motocross jumps are not made for cars.
no,
No.
no,
At all.
I think if I'd have went maybe 10 miles an hour faster, I could have landed on the top of the second one. Because
Just double it.
yeah, oh yeah. Well, no, you got some pretty good air. The way it kicked you up in the air, it was like,
Oh, it sends you up. It just doesn't.
yeah, you don't go
It
far.
doesn't cush you landing.
Yeah, well, it does if you land the downside.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You got to time it perfect.
Yeah,
it's not
we-
like a motocross bike where you can hit the brakes in the air and it
yeah, no.
hits you or something.
What? What? You can't.
I mean, I
do,
guess you
you
probably
can't do that.
I guess you
So-
could in a car, but it's a little different.
We learned really quick. We didn't do that again. That's the first thing we said. Oh God, don't do that again. Yes, we didn't do that again. No, you know, I don't think I lost the transmission. I think I was having a grounding problem out there. My ground that goes on the back of the block. Remember when I first was having issues
Yeah,
with
you-
my car and I kept cutting out? It would
yep.
be blah, 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 blah. And
Yeah.
it was the ground wire. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that's a fun track. You're gonna have a lot of fun on that one. Yeah, especially if they throw some of that motocross part in there.
I won't. I don't think they will.
At least some of the whoops. That car could do the whoops, no problem.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That
Her car could probably handle that motocross track.
it'll handle whatever you throw at it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah. What is that noise?
Your chair.
You.
Is that the chair?
That's you, bro.
Sure, dude.
I'm not even like doing nothing. Hey, what is this? Oh. Listen to that echo. Oh, that's cool.
Well, yeah, it's because you're echoing underneath the table.
All right.
Don't fart. Yeah, when Aaron and I raced the Vernal race, we made it about. Well, we did qualifying. We whooped qualifying's ass.
That was the weirdest.
I think we took fastest qualifying time by 3 or 4 seconds, and then
In the Yoda?
no,
No.
in
Oh, and
Gwen,
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Yep.
and then
So
and then
who was your
3 or 4
first
seconds?
co-dog in Gwen?
Nick
Nick?
Schaefer. Nick
Oh.
Schaefer.
Okay.
Nick Schaefer was my co-dog for
And then who was your
Almost in.
second co-dog?
one race. Nick couldn't make it, so Pony co-dog for me in Reno. Oh, Ollie co-dog for me a few times, and then I've had quite a few.
A plethora.
I've had a plethora. Everybody's had a turn on her. Aaron's co-dog for me. Pony's co-dog for me.
Aaron's co-dog
Joe-
for me.
I
too.
just
Joe
remember
Schwindeman.
we took off. We were hauling ass. We go down through this gully, come up, air it out, land, and it just goes, Clough! And he goes, "Fuck, that's transmission."
I thought the transmission exploded.
Was that when you blew up? The
So
Yeah,
I jumped
motor
out and I went.
exploded.
It's like I can see through the block. I went out in the field and found a piston.
You know what? I
still
remember
have the
that.
piston.
I remember that. Like
Here, I'm
it
gonna
was
go
the
get it.
it
I've
was
got
the
the piston.
finish line that you jumped.
Yeah.
It was right at the finish line, and I remember Big Rich going, Fucking Robbie, what the fuck? 'Cause you guys sent it off the finish line. Like, nobody jumped that far. You guys, like, jumped, like, 25 feet or something.
Oh, yeah.
Just boom.
Yeah, I found it out in the weeds, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Henry still has a piece of it, a chunk of it, like, that he wants to make a chain out of and give it to Robbie for Christmas or something. This was his first motor.
This is one piston. This is one piston that you guys can see on the camera exploded into two pieces, and that's
And that was the 6.0, the original.
no, that was my LS3.
Oh, that was the
my
LS3.
first LS3,
Yeah.
first of many.
And was that a crate?
No, it was a
That was a junkyard.
junkyard
special.
motor
Yeah.
from LKQ.
from
Don't buy a motor from them.
Corvette.
I don't recommend it. I like getting my motors from All Truck or just crate motor.
So, one thing about the Robin Dog Show, how we're gonna get people to listen to us is we're gonna call people out. We're calling Aaron out
Calling Aaron out.
on the race car.
What?
Oh,
On how long he's been building his race car.
I'm not allowed to call anybody out. I got a car right there that's taken me 3 years to build. So
I don't think
that's
it's
all
been
on you.
3 years.
It's been over 3 years now. I started building it November 3 years ago.
Yeah, but you still had Gwen.
Yeah,
I consider when you sold Gwen is when you started really building that. Because
guess
it
so.
sat as a chassis forever.
yeah, that's true.
So
I mean, I started gathering parts for it like 6 years ago, but
well, you've always gathered Toyota parts.
yeah, it's true.
So, but yeah, so Aaron, just the other day, my Facebook memories came up, and it was when
Bring it.
me and
Bring
you
it.
were
Bring it.
working in your shop. When you're what's its name? Kylie.
Kelly.
So when Callie was just a chassis, and I remember we put it on the lift and put axles under it and shocks on it, and it's ready to go. It's really close. Like, just needs, what, 2 or 3 wires hooked up and good to go? Or
I think it runs, doesn't it?
we've had it running. Yeah, it's just it was just kind of
need?
it's just kind of hot wired, like wire twisted here to get it to run, and it just and his wiring's done. It just needs
Shit,
to
Murph,
be-
I've seen you race like that before.
I won't deny that. You got to
Still
do what
racing.
you got to do. Yeah, still racing.
Murph's car is usually pretty legit. But
So what is heck? What I mean, where are we at on that car? Just calling you out. Don't kill me afterwards.
I'm not going to kill you. I might rip off your
Go-
mullet.
I need the goatee. It's the only hair I grow. Like, the rest of my head is bald.
put that hat back on.
Yeah, please.
What are you talking about? I just got a haircut, so it looks
Camera's just broke.
probably blinded it out. Hey, hit the record button. Let's see.
See what it does.
That one.
Yep,
Yeah,
just one time.
there it goes.
Ooh, stay on, bitch. Maybe. All right.
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, screw that camera.
I was like, maybe
We'll
it's
figure-
charged long enough to where it'll stay recording.
Yeah,
Oh, I actually think you turned it off. Hit it one more time. Nope. All right.
Yeah,
yeah,
screw that camera.
Whatever.
That thing's going in the garbage.
So,
That's been on a few rides.
well, you just get a new battery.
Oh, yeah.
If it's just the battery, I probably have
Yeah.
one. I think
Oh.
it's probably the USB port, I think, but I could be wrong.
So, yeah. Kelly,
I have more than one project.
I
if
know.
You didn't notice.
you have.
I need to
many
prioritize on which I'm going to finish first.
So, I keep saying I'm going to come over there and help you finish it, but,
Yeah, well,
you know.
Aaron
always-
is famous for those of you that don't know Aaron that well, Aaron has about 700 projects. Like, everybody knows that one guy that has so many projects that he'll never get any of them done.
Well, it's because they all have to be perfect. Aaron.
Oh, he's a
is very
perfectionist.
Perfectionist.
Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. I'm just at a toss-up if I want to finish the flat fender or that car.
Well, I'd say that car's first. It only needs like maybe a couple hours, and then it's running.
Take it to Hammers.
Yeah, we could take it to Hammers. Oh, listen to Ashley. Take it to Hammers.
Not this year, no.
I actually think that car's going to be badass because you got 18-inch shocks front and rear.
16.
Oh, 16. Yeah.
Got a lot of travel.
Yeah, so
No, it's decent.
it works really good too. Everything clears.
But
like,
it's built more as a crawler.
I think you do pretty good out
Well,
there.
it'll handle its own, but it's not
I want to see it in action. That's what I've been kind of like.
jab.
Yeah, yeah. So I think the crawler corns need to unite and just go over there one night and just when Aaron's not home, we'll just call
Yeah, I was
Shannon
gonna
and
say,
Ashley.
if Aaron's there,
Good luck finding the key.
He'll be fighting us as we're trying to work on it. Hey, you're not doing it good enough.
Yeah,
Get your
No,
get your booger hooks off my car.
I get it. Guilty as charged.
yeah. We just got to keep this show live, and everybody will probably be like, "You should have hit up Aaron about his race car." So here we're doing it. Okay, you owe me $20, Robbie. Because Robbie's too afraid to do it. So
We never talked about this.
What?
What?
totally kidding.
We're trying to make it sound like we plan shit out here.
We do.
This is improv.
We do plan stuff out, but it's how big we're gonna be, and not everything that goes with it, or to make it big. Anyway, so this is our third podcast.
Nice.
And we haven't released any yet because we don't have any of them edited.
Yeah, we need them edited. So, well, any editors? I wonder if your Facebook Live's still going.
I don't know.
If you guys are, hey, thanks for watching.
I'll go check on it next time I have to get up and go
Yeah.
pee.
So,
It's coming pretty soon.
yeah, I'm about 3 beers in, needing to pee.
So, Aaron, I want to hear this because I've actually never heard the official story. What got you into off-road? And I know that goes back a while.
I've never heard this either. I want to know.
God.
Because he's got
I might
some
need another
trophies.
refresher
I got one here.
to get that one going.
He's
Let me know.
got tons of trophies. He's got
Yeah.
pictures.
Aaron's been, for those of you that don't know Aaron's been around since the beginning of time.
And he knows all the bigwigs, like Campbell's and like the Godfathers of rock crawling. And yeah, I was seeing pictures.
He's done the
I'd have to say, I was kicking around the other day, and I knew my dad had been involved with NASCAR, and I found his actual NASCAR driver's license
No
that he
shit.
sent me from 1971.
whatever.
They actually have a driver's license?
They have a NASCAR driver's license,
Oh, wow. All right.
and I have a copy of it from 1971.
So
And so he in growing up, we always had a Toyota Land Cruiser, and it had the accordion back end. I think it was a 66, 64.
yeah,
It had the very first Rancho lift kit on it.
it's like all you.
Very first. It
a
was.
rancho. Do they even make
Oh
ranchos?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Rancho's still around.
It would, dude. This thing rode
Rancho's not going anywhere.
like a bag of ass. You might as well just have it be solid to the frame. But it had 33-inch swampers on it,
That's huge.
and
What year do you think this is? That you had that?
he just barely got rid of it.
No, I mean what
What
year?
year was it built?
What year did you build it? Yeah.
Oh, he built it before I was born.
Oh, okay. So you
So-
just
Oh, man.
remember this thing growing up.
No, I remember driving
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
We'd have to go get groceries in it. And
And it always had big tires and
always
left?
had big tires. It had like some Norseman or some, weird tire on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like back in the,
Yeah.
I don't know what the 70s,
You can just go down to Big O and buy
Yeah.
33s. 33s for.
But I remember going to the grocery store and this thing, and it was cold as fuck. Pardon my French.
No.
And
Oh, we swear on here.
Yeah.
well, fuck it.
Yeah.
And I just remember
Ashley's all
the thing never warmed up. The heater worked,
Yeah.
but it never warmed up. It's like driving around in an ice box.
It's like
and
a
just
beer
like
can.
wipe the windshield. and we'd have to drive about 15 miles into town. And
Is this in Erda?
no, it's in Oregon.
Or Oregon? Oh, okay. You're from Oregon originally?
Yeah,
Oh, that explains a
Your dad
lot.
still lives up there, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, still a Democrat then, are you? Or just, no? Kidding.
Don't make me jump over
All
there.
right.
Yeah, that's gonna make him angry.
Okay. Just keep,
Too early.
Where does this go?
It's too early in the podcast to start getting in fights.
So anyhow,
this is in Oregon.
this is in Oregon.
Okay. Just make sure.
Land Cruiser,
Yeah.
fogged up.
Groceries.
Just
15
just
miles away.
going for groceries, and just I remember sucking, and he'd always get a bag of Cheetos. Love Cheetos, so the gear shift was always orange. He'd eat the whole bag of Cheetos before we got home.
Did he share?
Maybe I don't remember.
Maybe to get Aaron to shut up. Here, have a Cheeto, kid.
No, but if you I remember just getting like a loaf of white bread, and the cool thing to do was make it into a ball, and that was like a bread ball. And the seat, yeah, you had to be careful because there were springs poking out of it. If you sat on it wrong, yeah, it'd.
So, and then,
So that I guess
See, Ash, think about what it would be like to grow up without an iPad, huh?
And I remember one day going into town, we ran out of gas, so he'd fix chainsaws, and he
mix gas in there.
had chainsaws in the backs, dumped it to get into town to get gas.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That was
Yeah, that's normal.
so I mean that kind of started it, and then always my family's been into round racing. My uncle, my dad.
So your dad was NASCAR, raced NASCAR.
He didn't race NASCAR. He got into it and then ended up going into school.
Oh.
And well, I think I came along shortly thereafter. So, but he had his license, so that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
He's like, I could drive NASCAR if I wanted to.
Kids always put an end to racing, and ask me how I know.
Yeah. Well, no. But it's just kind of cool that I actually ran across it.
That
the
is
other
way
day.
cool.
It was just like
So what do you think?
And then did he give it to you at 14, 15, 16? Or?
you know what? He gave it to me, and I never got back there to get it, and he ended up selling it.
Oh, okay.
I said get rid of it. So
But you guys would rock crawl that thing, or
no, I ended up getting my first truck was a 85 SR5 Toyota, and it was a Downey. Do you remember Downey?
Oh, yeah.
Downey Off-Road?
Oh yeah,
It was the Downey Off-Road like showroom truck.
really? Mm-hmm. That's cool. That's fancy.
And I mean, it was used,
Yeah.
yeah.
but and I ended up putting a little more lift on it. And I had 35 1450 Mickey Thompsons on it. And this is granted, this is in like 1995.
Yeah. So that's the biggest tire you can find back
Yeah.
then.
And then after that,
You had to make your lift kits back then, like putting 2x4s underneath
No,
leaf springs and shit.
no, I just put a body lift.
People forget, but like big tires really didn't come around until like 2002-ish. Even later than that. I remember when the BFG came out with the crawler that was a 39.5, and it was just like, what is this thing? It's not even made to go on the highway. It's made to go off-road only. It was sticky compound. What the hell's that? Like, why would you buy that? But then people started rock crawling, and it made sense.
Yeah.
So like when I was 17, I believe, we had a barn up there in Wyoming. I'd moved from Oregon to Wyoming, And I started doing lift kits and stereo installs on my side time.
In
And-
Wyoming?
Yeah.
On tractors or like?
Yeah.
No.
No, we're using
kidding.
tractor.
Come on.
On horse buggies, dude.
No, the Amish. The Amish pay well.
Just kidding, all you Wyoming folks.
So I ended up in like 94 or 5. I bought a short bed Chevy and rebuilt the motor. Actually, so I bought it, had 35s on it, and was going back to see my dad because I went back to see him in the summers, and blew up the motor like 10 miles from the exit.
Oh man.
So we towed it back, and it had 35s on it then, so we had to put different tires on it to put it on the dolly to get it back home. So we ended up building a motor and painting it and doing all the body work that summer when I was like 16. And
16 is where it. Yeah.
16, 17, because my birthday's in the middle of summer.
Yeah.
Brought it back. Thing ran great, and I mean, I built it between two.
Did you take that truck wheeling, like rock crawling, or?
Oh, well, I'll get there.
Okay.
So I built that thing literally between two aspen trees. And that's how I
Yeah.
pulled the motor out and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I have pictures of it, me
rad.
sitting on it, like
That's rad.
between two trees, and I just remember scrounging parts here and there because it's a small town,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's Wyoming too. I mean,
Oregon.
Oregon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 'cause
Wyoming,
You were
Oregon.
going back
Yeah,
to
back and
Oregon.
forth.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Bro,
Sorry, a little
Yeah.
confusing.
Yeah.
Anything north of here, Murph, just
Just out of Utah.
Idaho or something.
I've never been out of Utah.
All y'all look alike.
So anyhow, I built it that summer, took it home, and then put another bigger lift on it and put 42s on it, and that was my high school truck. And I put one of the first bed boxes. You would know it.
Yeah.
I built my own bed box
Wow.
in the late 90s.
With gas tank in it, or just
Yeah.
did it have a gas tank?
No.
Oh.
What?
Well, some of them bed boxes have gas tanks in the bottom of them.
No, this is in the bed. You know, 2 subs.
A stereo box.
Stereo.
Okay.
Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
okay.
hello,
When you
stereo
said
guy.
bed box, I was thinking like like the
No,
metal box
no, I
that you
put
tools in and
I put
shit.
like 2 15s in this bed,
Oh yeah.
and then poured it through.
I bet you that. Bet you were the shit. God, you could have really smoked that stinky thing. Oh my god.
So I was
Hey, let me have a drag.
You're not
Last time he let me have a drag, I said, let me have a drag, and I threw it right in his water over there.
so that was my high school ride. 42s
42s.
in the
let's say
90s.
15s.
42.
You were like the man back then. Everybody wanted, anybody when I was growing up that had a system in their car, you just wanted to go around and ride in it. You didn't care what the
actually
car
had
looked like.
actually had purple underglow, the actual neons.
God damn, that.
That is pretty badass.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were the badass guy there. Everybody was probably envy of you. Like, fuck.
I remember,
Wow.
and I remember we'd go out cruising on Friday.
Especially in Wyoming or wherever the hell. If it's purple.
Oregon.
I don't think that color existed there back then.
So I remember another funny one is it had 2 fuel tanks. So the one side I put cheap gas in. The other side I put premium in.
So you can switch back and forth.
Yep,
So if you
race gas.
that is funny.
That's awesome.
And back then it was regular. They didn't
It was
have
it was
unleaded.
99 cents a gallon on Fridays.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
Yep.
that was when the good old days. Gas was cheap.
So that's kind of where that evolved into. Then, I don't know. I had a couple Jeeps. they didn't do anything for me. And then
What do you mean they didn't do anything for you? You own a Jeep now.
I own like 4.
I know. But your rock crawler is a Jeep.
Yeah.
The one that runs is a Jeep.
Yeah. Yeah. The one that
Hey.
works is a Jeep.
That's ridiculous.
Hey, just put that out if you're not gonna smoke it.
Okay, y'all just smoke it then.
Yeah,
I'll
just
blow it.
puff
I'm trying to keep it away from you to be kind.
You can. I guarantee the Shelby inside your house can smell that thing. Who's burning dog shit outside? Is what.
Hey,
It
let's keep
even-
it professional
It
here.
even says Cuban on it.
It smells like Vegas.
It smells good to me.
Light one up.
No, I'm good. For a minute.
Yeah, he smells it. Go, oh god, is it making you lightheaded?
No, they don't. Tobacco doesn't affect me. It's people give me. You know when everybody's like, "Oh, dude, put this dip in your mouth. You're gonna pass out." Dude, I've had probably 7 or 8 people give me big old chunks of dip.
Wait, dip?
Yeah.
Just making
I thought there was a C and a K in there.
7 or 8 people at one time gave me there.
Still tastes like shit.
My uncle one time.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why, but tobacco just doesn't affect me. Like, I don't get lightheaded. I legitimately just
I know why. It's because you're retarded. I mean, just
I legitimately just like smoking cigars because it pisses you off.
all right. Anyway, so
So anyhow,
you had a couple
after
of
that,
Jeeps you didn't like, and then you still had your truck.
no, I got rid of that when I went to college.
You went to college.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, electronics engineering.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah. Well, no, that's rare for our college. I mean,
You might be the most educated person in our group.
Technically, I am actually an engineer.
I did 2 semesters of college and said, fuck this.
I actually got my paper.
Nice. You went to the U, right?
No, Utah State.
Okay.
And then while I was up there, I met Shannon. She actually, funny thing was, we were cruising state
You met Shannon in Utah State?
on State Street.
Okay.
Back when you used to cruise.
Yeah. I used to
So-
go to State. Those good times.
I had a.
Murph, going to pick up your mom
Wait,
after
wait,
night
wait.
shift isn't as a cruise
Wait.
state.
You guys got to remember, I'm older than Aaron. I think
Oh, Murph, we haven't forgotten.
I mean, I always thought Aaron was older than me, but I mean, I'm still a dumb kid. Aaron's more responsible than me.
So I was down there cruising, and I had like an 8-inch lift kit on my S10, and
Shanae was like, "Damn boy, what's that? Take me for a ride."
oh no,
Oh no, listen to this.
no, she had a bigger truck than I did.
Oh wow.
So I pulled over at the pawn shop.
She had a bigger truck.
She did.
That's awesome.
I pulled over at the pawn shop and was like, "What's up?" And that's the end of that.
Well,
Hell yeah.
I think.
that's when she
I
was
think
like,
you know what, and
You
but
driving
I
your mom's truck? You're like, "It's my truck."
so if I remember right, we kind of cruised a little bit, and somehow, hopefully nobody remembers this, she ended up
only
driving on top of a car in a pawn shop parking lot.
Monster truck in a car.
Yes.
She did?
Yeah.
Was it on purpose? Yeah?
What?
Heck yeah.
Somebody, I remember somebody did. It wasn't me. And so that kind of spiraled downhill, and yeah.
All right.
Yeah. A little after that.
Now you've been married for how long?
To 24
Oh, why are you looking at me?
or 5 years.
Hell yeah.
I didn't ask to be here.
Well, too bad you were born. A year later.
So anyhow, back to the whole rock crawling thing.
9 months later.
9 months to the day.
And then he sold all of his toys because that's what you do when you have kids. They make you sell everything. And then
No, I just built more.
yeah, and then Nene was like, "No, I want big stuff." And
So that's when I got rid of the Jeeps and I built the Silver Bummer
so when you were going to college at Utah State, where were you living?
on the campus.
Okay. And then when you
Then we moved, when we got together, we moved into, it was just down from here, down.
to Salt Lake,
Sugar
and then
House.
okay. And then when did you start your shop?
I started it there
In Sugar House?
in Salt Lake
Okay.
and then moved out there.
So was Ashley born when you started it, or?
Yes.
And when you started it,
Yes, no, I don't.
were you doing like stereos and stuff, or were you actually
Anything.
doing
Like Jeep lift kits,
just
90s.
kind of like
90s stuff.
Robbie in a sense, like bring it to me all
No, it was just,
Custom trucks.
custom
yeah,
trucks.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's,
Lift
late
kit,
90s,
lift
early
kit.
2000s.
And was this a
Chrome
full-time
bumpers.
gig, or was this just kind of like after hours, after work?
All those trucks you see with Smitty built bumpers, Aaron's the one that installed all of them. Those chrome Smitty built bumpers with the big tubes.
Yeah.
They're all rotted out.
They're all rotted out. They rusted like
Out of
2 years later.
warranty. Sorry. No, just small
what-
time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so it was, you had a normal job and then just kind of did that on the side? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then when you moved out to Erda's, when you went
That's when I went on my
full-time?
own.
Yeah.
That's when we started building all the kit cars.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know how big you were until like everybody told me stories, And
That wasn't big.
well, I heard if from what I've heard, if you would have kept going, you probably would have been the Jimmies of Salt Lake,
Well, it was also like bad economic time right then.
Yeah,
Like,
there was.
Yeah.
there was no shop in Utah did good right then. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a hard time for off road. Nobody wanted to spend money on.
Well, nobody does now either.
Yeah, that's might go back into that a little bit, but
It's-
hope not.
it-
Hope not.
It's all speculating, but I mean, yes, with a little bit of time and the people I knew, yeah.
Who was your first sponsor when you started like rock crawling or racing?
Oh.
Was Maxis your first?
No.
No?
No, I had multiple locals.
Bummer, weren't you sponsored by Bummer, or were you just buddies with the Bummer guys?
No, that's how I used to build them.
Oh, you used to build them.
Back to the late 90s, getting into building kit cars, designing and building them, and that's where we came into the Bummer. And that's when I built the silver one to go into Top Truck
Oh yeah.
for 2000.
That's the top truck challenge,
Top
the
Truck
one
Top Truck
the
Challenge.
one that Chase did one?
No, that was a TV show with the
Oh, okay.
Top Truck Challenge is like a Aaron can.
You
tell
have
more,
to be
but
voted in by the viewers.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the number one voted in person
Nice. Hell yeah.
in all time.
Hell yeah.
And we ended up doing
That was a big deal back then.
that
was King of the Hammers.
That was King of the Hammers.
That was it. Like
Yeah,
that was
that
the
was the
biggest
shit.
That was the biggest off-road event ever. I mean, it was in every magazine. I think was like
Yeah.
wouldn't shut up about it. I remember it was like because I mean magazines back then were like
You got a magazine
that was your
in
Facebook.
the mail.
That was your
That's-
Facebook.
yeah.
Like you got I'd go to Albertsons and I'd be like, where's the off-road magazines? And they had JP, they had Peterson's and
Mm-hmm.
a couple others, and every one of them was just like Top Truck Challenge. You flip through it. And
So
After about-
I grew up in Rose Park, so we were looking at the lowrider magazines. Nothing with a lift.
don't lie, Murph. Yours is like the She-Mail magazines.
Well, that one,
The Shiwi. The Shiwi.
the Shiwi.
So yeah. Anyhow, we ended up. I built that, not intending to do that, just to do Moab and stuff. And I think one of the only trips we never took her to Moab was the first year, because I think she was only like 18 months old.
Oh.
We left her with grandma, so we ended up going like a 500-mile loop to drop her off to grandma's house, and then come back to get her after Easter.
Oh my gosh.
500 miles.
Because it's like 250 miles to Moab, but if you go the other way, it's 250 miles. It's a perfect
Oh,
triangle.
yeah.
And I ended up hitting a fucking elk
Oh my gosh.
coming through the canyon. Yeah, we were coming through there, and it was just solid ice, and I was going over an overpass. Right before an overpass, elk were coming through. It's just like,
What were you driving?
Is it the Ford?
it's the red Chevy Dually.
Red Chevy Dually.
It was a
Gasser?
98. Yep.
Even- did they
98
make
big
it-
block.
Did
I
you
guess they did make a diesel back then, but it was a pile of shit.
did
huh?
you
It was before the Duramax.
did you have
Well,
one of them double barrel bumpers on the front there, Smitty built?
No. Someday I'll have to show you a picture of it. It's actually pretty funny because it actually had a Testarossa kit on it.
Testarossa kit? Like a Ferrari?
Yeah.
The Chevy truck.
Yes.
I gotta see that.
And that actually made it into a magazine also, because I bought it.
We'll try and find a picture of that, and we'll edit it into the.
I'll find it.
We'll edit this in.
So, and here's another funny one is.
Yeah, send it to Robbie. That way we can like edit it in.
they can see what we're
So
talking
we
about.
were, you know where the market is, in Moab, the main market, and you come up
Yeah.
and then you go over and then you go up to potato salad.
Yeah, oh,
we were
yeah.
staying in that little condo right there, and I can't remember the dude's name. So this is right after I put a lift kit on it because I was sponsored by Super Lift at the time. It was a lowrider before, not a lowrider, but you know. And I put a lift kit on it, and I put 38s on it.
On a
So-
dually?
On a dually with the Testarossa kit. And he says,
Oh my god.
went down the tacky aisle with the crap magnet on.
Who sent that to you? Just some
No,
random?
it was actually in a magazine. They took a picture of it.
Oh.
Put it on.
And then said
Put
it
it
went down,
in four-wheel, like one of the four-wheel magazines.
went down the crap aisle with.
Tacky aisle with the crap magnet on. Because
That's
it's before.
That's just rude.
It's just before I pulled all the crap off of it.
Yeah, that is just rude. I
Yeah, it was-
thought
it was a
that
dick-
was
it was a-
badass.
Bunch of haters, man.
Yeah,
It's a dick move.
that-
Whatever.
Aaron's an artist. Okay.
So, you know, we're. I don't remember. What
So
was
the
That
the
was,
kit car company, what'd they start out doing? What was the first thing they were doing? And it evolved into Bummer?
So they ended up starting as the archery targets you shoot at. You know, like the deer and the elk.
Okay.
That's where he started, and then I came in
Were
right
they
at.
were those fiberglass or just plastic?
They're just
or-
foam,
Just foam. And he was
but
like
he built
molding it?
fiberglass molds.
Okay.
And then he started building he built the Bummer kit, and then I found it. I was like, hey, I want one. So I bought one. And then I built it. Went about 2 years. No, actually, I think it went about a year. And she said she wanted one. So I bought her a 2-door one, which I still have.
Ashley or Nene?
Nanny.
Shanae.
I don't know. I worked for them for a while, and then we ended up building 2 more concept vehicles.
So it was like the grunt and the brute or
The,
something like that,
the
right?
grunt
Or
and the runt.
the runt.
The runt.
And Nene's actually was at the SEMA show at the main building in front of the doors.
Hers is that purple one you guys still
Yeah.
have, right?
Yeah, I still have it. It's going to get rebuilt
That
sooner.
thing's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's one of your thousands of projects that I really
Wait,
want to
so,
see
but-
come together. I love that
But
car. That thing's so cool.
obviously, you built these in a timely fashion, right? Not like 8 years or 10 years.
He's not gonna come again if we just dog on him the whole time for a day.
Heaven forbid I actually got responsible and I actually have 401k retirement stock investments.
Notice,
and
for those of you watching, notice I'm not giving Aaron shit about that.
I am.
There's a car
Only
right
because
there.
I love
behind the
Aaron.
cameras. There's a car that has been taking me forever. So
No,
I
I-
have no room to talk right now.
after the economy took a crap, had to do. And
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm
Oh,
not.
yeah.
I'm just busting.
I don't have free time like I used to. I leave in the dark. I come home in the dark.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
that is.
Well,
what
it's
it is.
winter time. We could start at 6.
You get up at 10 and go to bed at 6.
I actually get up at 9:30. Okay, not 10. 9:30.
I get
Murph
up
will
at
be like,
I get up
"I'm
at
coming
4.
I'm coming over to your house to work on some
Hey,
stuff.
you
What
know
time
what-
you coming over? Like
you know what's
3?
funny
I'm
about-
working, dude? Like,
You know
I have
what's
a job.
You know what's about me getting up is I have my phone set for like 8, 8:15, 8:30, 8:45, 9 o'clock, 9:15, 9:30. I do not hear any of them. And my alarm clock that is like 5 feet away from me, so I can't just reach over and shut it off, that's set for 9 o'clock. I will not wake up unless my wife calls me because she has a special ring on my phone, and I'm like, oh God, I'm in trouble. That's what I think.
Hey Murph,
And
get a German Shepherd. It'll wake you up.
oh, I bet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh well. That's a puppy.
Just saying.
Don't get a lab. My lab it like snuggles up with me and like wants to sleep more.
Get a doggy door.
No, she just wants the love.
Just get a doggy door. They'll go outside whenever, you know.
Yeah, but you also take a shit for an hour. Don't deny it.
20 minutes.
No.
And I'm not
It's not
even,
that it's not that it takes him that long. It's that he sits on his phone and plays Candy Crush.
not Candy Crush, Farm
Angry
Heroes.
Birds.
For those of you wondering
Sega.
how we know each other's bowel movements, it's because we go to races
Yeah.
and we have
we're
to
always
wait.
waiting
We're
for
always
somebody.
waiting on each other, so
Yeah.
we know who takes forever to.
And if
poo.
you want somebody to hurry, just take their phone away and say, go poop.
Yeah.
They'll be done in 3 minutes.
Well, so Murph sits there for 45 minutes on Candy Crush, and then by the time he's ready to wipe, his butt's so crusty that it takes him another 45 minutes to get cleaned up. So
It's not Candy Crush, it's Farm Heroes Sega. Get it right.
Oh my God, it's evolved.
Farm Heroes Sega.
I guess I missed that because I remember hearing the Candy
Well,
Crush.
I have,
ding 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 ding.
I have
whatever the-
Candy Crush, but I haven't played it for like a year. Fuck that game. It's taking up too many of my shit.
I remember
times.
Rich we pulled up at the start line and he's like, I had to poop, huh? He held us the whole fucking race
Oh yeah.
because he was pooping and playing a game.
Gosh.
Well, I didn't know we were up racing. I thought we were the next race.
No, that,
No.
Aaron, that's
Hey.
every race for Murph.
No,
It's every.
hey,
Ask Weston.
I
Weston-
remember that too.
I wish
you know,
Weston was
you know
here.
what was awesome about that is Robbie started right behind us. We qualified in front of Robbie. Remember? Ugh, yes. And remember, I only had it in 2-wheel drive, and Robbie was just like right on our ass the whole time. And I was thinking like, this motherfucker's eating so much dust. How the fuck is he still right behind us? And you were like sitting there laying on your horn like, Murph, go. And then as soon as we went down the hill and turned the corner, as soon as we turned the corner and started drifting, I was like, oh, 4-wheel drive. Okay, that makes a huge difference.
Oh, 4-wheel drive, dude. Jimmy's cars don't drive in 2-wheel drive. You put them in 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, it didn't, yeah.
Yeah.
Because didn't you say that you were like sitting there letting up off the gas?
Oh
just,
yeah.
like,
I think I was just sitting on your bumper because if I back, when you're in the dust like that, you've got to either be right on their ass or way far behind. If you're like, there's like a sweet spot where you're just fucked.
Yeah.
You know, like if you get right up behind them, you're above their dust. If you get
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
Their dust is still rising.
yeah, and that's what's hard, and then it makes it scarier because if they lock up their binders and freak out, you're
Yo.
screwed, you know.
Or if they hit something, you're hitting them into something.
You're trusting that they're, yeah, and that's why people always get in trouble because the person will finally pull over, and then you'll follow them pulling over because you're just watching where they're going, and then you follow them. And
Yeah.
Racing's hard.
That's a famous saying by Shannon Campbell.
Shannon Campbell.
Want a beer? No. Well, yeah, racing's hard.
That's such a legend. So, right on. So you built the bummer. Let's get back to the biography of Aaron Clough here. The history of Aaron Clough.
Yeah.
So you built the bummer. When did you
we
decide
did
to?
we did top truck, and then right after that's when
Where'd you hear about Top Truck? What made you want to do it?
I have no clue.
Yeah.
Just the magazines. You know,
Yeah.
And just for the record, didn't you build the first rear motor race car?
Mm-hmm.
It was
That-
definitely the first
First two
two-seat.
Rear motor race car. Hell yeah.
As far as I know.
Yeah?
I think-
Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely like the first one that was like a prominent race car, like that really raced. There might have been some sort of
Yeah, there might have been someone
A
back in,
jalopy.
some crackhead that
somebody back in Georgia
I mean-
named Jesse or something that built one that fucking...
Jesse's cousin Megan.
Yeah, no, that might have been his other sister, Megan. Just kidding, you know we love you.
Moving on.
make it actually uncomfortable. Yeah. So
Anyhow, so U-Rock came up right after that.
you did the bummer in U-Rock.
I did
times,
the bummer in U-Rock for the first series.
Was you rock or we rock?
I think it was
U-Rock.
Arca first.
No, it was
wasn't it?
U-Rock.
U-Rock?
This is U-Rock. Started in Cedar City.
Who did you rock? Was it Big Rich or was
No.
it?
No, it was.
It was Craig Stump,
Craig Stump.
Delta.
Oh, okay.
Delta guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he did other races besides Delta?
Yeah, he started.
So Delta was his plan B.
Delta was just his like retirement.
Yeah.
It was just
He
something
was
fun
he
for him
was
to-
the guy.
So he okay. Okay.
He was.
Put on any rock crawling sort of.
So there was U-Rock.
Careful saying that because that's debatable. I think if Big Rich heard you said that, he'd have a few words.
You know what? That's we need to get Big Rich.
Should we
on
call
here.
Big Rich?
Yeah.
We might want to call Big Rich.
We need to figure out how to do that.
It's funny
on
because
here.
I've had conversations with Big Rich and Craig Stump, and they've both kind of claimed to be the first, and I don't know who's.
I don't know. I don't either.
I don't know, man.
But-
I'm
but-
not gonna get into that.
But you know what?
But
there was people before them too.
yeah,
Oh
We
yeah.
should-
yeah.
we should set up a boxing ring for them to get into.
I know Big would be down. I don't know if Craig would be down.
I guarantee you, there was
I don't know. They both might be down.
other groups before them.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
But as far as bigger, longer lasting, I mean,
We Rock's got it still. So
we rock has it. Yes.
We Rock has it. Something to be said about that.
Well, I don't know. What's the new one that's Little Rich?
Super Crawl. It's not necessarily Little Rich. I think Little Rich is.
No,
kind
it's
of the-
his
he's,
thing.
No, he's like he's managing it, but I don't know who he
I
doesn't
think
own
it's
it.
his thing.
No, it's not his. I've talked to him.
Oh.
He's promoting it a bunch, and he's kind of like a manager there, but he's doing it for somebody else, and I honestly don't know who.
Well, I hope he makes Trail Hero into like the next King of the Hammers.
I think Trail Hero's awesome.
it is fucking awesome.
Trail Hero's pretty rad.
And
I hope so
this
too.
year we're gonna bring somebody.
Because I'm grandfathered in.
We're gonna.
So am I.
Mm-hmm.
We both are.
So am I. So am I. Just because he likes us.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get grandfathered in.
Us too.
What?
Everybody likes us.
No, we ran the first race.
Yeah.
Oh. At Trail Hero?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't thrilling.
Yeah.
A
Me and her.
race?
The first Trail Hero they did like a little mini, it's like a little mini almost XRRA race. I actually didn't watch it. I was up on the mountain in a different event, but Nick Schaefer raced my car, and so I got told I was grandfathered in for that too.
Yeah. So both of us should be,
Yeah.
if they hold their word.
I don't think he'd deny you.
No, he wouldn't.
I mean, I probably would.
We actually have a really bitchin' picture. The one from the start.
Yep.
Not thrilled.
I didn't think it was cool.
No, it sucked. That was not the car for that event. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, the first night I got there, that race that you guys are talking about, that first night I got there, I was like driving around camp and I broke a rear axle shaft.
Wait, has Trail Hero always been at Sand Hollow?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was driving around and broke a rear axle shaft. So then Nick had to race my car the next day. Started that race out with 3-wheel drive. So he was just like screwed from the get-go. And like I honestly I didn't watch the race, but I don't think he made it very far.
What Trail Hero are we on today, you think?
I think this is 6.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I
So I haven't missed too many then, because I raced a Trail Hero.
Yeah. I think you raced the second year or third year or something.
Was it the second or third year?
I don't know.
Yeah. And I remember Roland McGee was there. That was when LaserNet had their full suspension. They just came out with.
Oh, yeah.
And
IFS, IRS car.
Roland was in there, and I lost my brakes. That was the first time I ever popped a tire in a race. That was my first year racing, so it had to have been 2017. Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, it was 2017.
Oh, yeah.
Or, yeah, 17.
Yeah, Trail Hero is a lot of fun.
It is
I
fun.
want to see that grow. It's big already, but I want to see it get bigger. That would be.
Yeah, you know what it is? We need some super rock stars there.
We need Afro Man back.
We do need
We'll
Afro
have to
Man
make,
back.
We're gonna have to make a few phone calls to
Yeah.
get Afro Man back here again. That was.
And then we need to have Afro Man open up for somebody and have somebody just as cool, maybe a little bigger as Afro Man.
Yeah, we'll have to.
And who is this?
I don't know.
I think Murph's got a couple ideas, but we'll see if that ever happens.
If it ever happens.
Murfro Man.
You know, that was funny.
I think it rhymes with Murph Malone.
You know what's funny about that is Big Rich, or Little Rich, when Robbie told him, hey, can we have the stage? We're going to bring Afro Man. And so Little Rich was thinking, okay, you know what is Robbie going to come out dressed as Afro Man?
Dude, so many people thought that I was gonna come out dressed as Afro Man.
And so when Afro Man really showed up, everybody was like, holy shit, that really is Afro Man. It's not Robbie. Or if it is Robbie, that's really
It's
good.
a really good goddamn
Yeah.
costume.
Yeah, he went all out. But,
Nothing's out.
yeah. Oh, God, yes.
Murph's night just got better. My cigar's
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, that was a fun night, Afro Man. Were you guys there for that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, my God, you guys missed out. It was,
Let's just do it again.
I don't remember.
Do it again.
That, you know what? Have you guys ever seen me pass out from being too drunk?
Yes.
No, have they? And you have never seen me pass out from being
Do
too.
you want a picture? Oh, my phone's over there.
What is it? Where?
I have a picture of you passed out.
Where?
As hammered, man.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say foxhole.
That was a fun night too. No, I made it back to camp in the golf cart, and somebody walked by and just kind of pushed me. And I was sitting in the golf cart, and I tipped over, and I just said, yeah, fuck it. And fell asleep right there.
Got a case of the Fuckets.
Yeah. Oh, I can't even remember what we were drinking.
Well, it's also that we're all. I don't smoke weed, but
I didn't smoke.
I smoked weed that night for sure. It was Afro Man.
I didn't smoke weed, but yeah, I drank a shit ton. And I think Fireball came into play that night too.
I think there was a lot that came into play that night.
Fireball, also known as Blackout.
Yeah, I'm glad that Fireball's not as cool as it used to be.
I would still drink it if I was allowed. Selena won't let me.
I'm glad you're not allowed.
I don't like it anyways.
But you love that big fire hose. Oh yeah.
Murph.
Along with the pizza and the free T-shirts.
Hey, that pizza was good.
That pizza was good.
Stop throwing out our free T-shirts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a good night too. That was a really good night. Why did I dance? Oh, no, they had a beer bong.
What night?
Yeah.
Remember they had a super
Hammers.
beer bong.
Yeah.
Oh, at Hammer.
Fire hose.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the fire
Just on
hose
the top.
pizza place.
Tell the camera what you guys are talking about, because I don't know what you're talking about.
So at King of the Hammers, at
Okay.
the fire pit, they
Yeah.
had a pizza. It was called.
We dared Hammered Man to come out, and he came out
They came out.
I came.
in
La-
full
Was
force.
this last year?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it
full
was last
force.
year, huh?
All right.
Yeah, and so they had the pizza place that was at Moab. They were at
Pizza place at Moab or the pizza place in?
no, the pizza the vendor that came to the Moab race that was actually at BFE. That pizza,
Oh, really?
that oven baked.
Yeah,
or the-
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It was
What
like
was
a
it
fire
called?
truck or something.
yeah, it was like a fire
Something
truck
Brothers.
pizza.
I wish we knew the name of it. Give them a little shout out on here.
Fires.
Fire truck pizza or
Fire-
oven
Brothers.
fire truck pizza. I don't know,
It-
but
damn good pizza.
So towards the end of the night, they had a beer bong that on top of the fire truck or like the building they were in, there was like a fucking 10-foot long hose.
Oh my God.
And they were like, "You want to do a beer bong?" Like, yeah. Like, throw up a beer. It's like, okay. So I'm
So
like,
hold on, pause for a second.
Yeah.
Last year at Hammers, they're so worried about COVID, they won't let you in without a COVID test.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
yes,
everybody's
yes.
sharing the same beer bong.
oh yeah,
Yep.
Beer bong.
yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
continue.
So
Just
they-
wanted to clarify.
They were like, "You want a beer bong?" I'm like, "Yeah, put one in." They're like, "Well, no, you got to throw us up a beer." And I was like, "I don't have a fucking beer." And
Hold on, pause again. That's a fail on their part. They should have a keg up there and just be
yeah.
pumping it. Man.
So somebody throws up a beer, and they go to throw them up a beer, and I'm like, "No, wait, I got Michelob," and I try to block it. So as it goes up, it like hits the side of the building
Oh,
and
shit.
explodes, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, hey." I don't drink Budweiser. I'll drink Michelob. I have Michelob. So I went and got Michelob, threw 2 of them up there. So they put 2 of them in this beer bong, and I'm like, "Okay, ready?" And they're like, "Ready?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I start downing
Hold on, let me get a picture of that real quick.
2 fucking beers, 2 fucking beers in this beer bong, and as soon as I see it
position
coming down
muffle
to
up.
the end,
Yeah.
I see them like a girl, a guy, and another guy dump fucking like vodka.
What?
Oh yeah, they totally hose
dude.
him.
Oh my god, dude! And I didn't want to be the
brutal, dude.
bitch,
Yeah.
being hammered, man.
In a spandex onesie.
I would have been the bitch, dude.
No, I drank it.
He took it like a king.
And
High
they-
five.
and
I wouldn't.
everybody was like, "Fuck yeah, that's badass," and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm badass." You know, I just fucking
20 minutes later.
Oh,
yeah.
he had 2 boxes of T-shirts, throwing them out to the crowd, and they're like, "Hey, those are ours."
They had a box of T-shirts sitting right there, but they were giving them away. But they wanted like donations or something. So I just started hucking these fucking. Who wants a shirt? And I just started hucking them to people, and then they came up and they're like, "Hey, we don't mind you giving out a few shirts, but that's gonna last us for a few days."
Oh, no.
And I just kept hucking them. It was awesome.
Oh, my
Good
God.
times.
Yeah. And then they had a dance off too. I think I was a part of that.
Yeah, I'm sure you were
Oh
after
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
When I was like
I don't know if it was a dance off or whatever. No, it was a dance off.
Kinda.
When I was like, I think I was like 24 or so. I don't know. I was pretty young. Ollie poured like
That was 2 years ago.
Ollie poured a whole like half a bottle of whiskey down a like crappy whiskey, like Dirty Bird with like what is it?
Old Crow.
Wild Turkey.
Turkey.
or
No,
old
Wild
Crow-
Turkey's
old-
not.
Yeah,
Dirty
Old
Turkey.
Crow. That's
Old
the one I'm
Crow.
thinking. Old Crow. It was something like that. Like
Yeah, Wild Turkey's
he did
good.
he did the fake out. He was going for a beer and he went for a bottle of whiskey and I think I almost died that night. That was rough. I still don't like Ollie for that reason.
That's too bad.
If he listens to this, he'll remember. He's probably laughing. He's like, "I got you good, fucker."
That's good, fucker.
I still remember that. I don't remember much else from that night, but I remember him.
Hey,
fucking-
I remember when they showed up the bottles. One of them was vodka. I think one was tequila, and I think one was like a whiskey.
Really?
Oh, God.
You got the mixture?
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
it was
yeah,
not
that's
good.
rough,
But
dude.
I took it like a champ.
Yeah.
He did.
Rough.
He actually did.
It was probably not even gonna maybe about 4 or 5 shots of each. Yeah, it killed the foam.
Well, and the thing about a beer bong is like it'll go down. Like people, if you haven't taken the little beer bongs they used to sell it.
Yeah, well,
at,
this had a
Spencer's,
10-foot fucking
those little
hose
ones
on it.
like they,
No, this was
they,
a 2-inch fire
Yeah,
hose
those-
that was 20 feet long.
Yeah, no. We had one back in my college days, which wasn't really college. But we had one that was like that. It was like a giant hose with a giant valve, like giant plumbing valve on it. We called it Excalibur, and I think it actually held like 10 beers. I mean, there's no way you're actually going to take that many beers, but
The most I've ever
We would
done
try.
is 3.
yeah, I think we did about 3 at a time, here and there. And my buddy Aaron, you've met my big buddy Aaron, haven't you?
Yeah, big guy.
Aaron could do like
Yeah.
6. Aaron was an animal, but
6, no fucking way.
dude, it had so much. I remember he would hold it up, and then it had so much pressure that when he turned the valve, beer would be popping out the sides of his mouth, like spraying, like because there was so much pressure in it. Like it was wild.
And how long would it take him to do 6 beers?
Like 3 seconds.
Really?
Oh, because of and we would spray it we would spray the thing with Pam.
To keep
Pam
the
spray,
fire.
and Pam spray would keep it from foaming, so you
Yeah.
could pour the beers in and it wouldn't foam up. All you'd have to do is like tap it a couple times, and we had a whole routine. We had this thing down to a science. And yeah, I mean, I really think that if I remember, I think it held like 10 beers.
God damn,
It
that's
was
too many.
Yeah, there's no way you could do it, but
Yeah.
Aaron definitely was the best at it. I think I could do like 3. It was not even. I mean, I look back on that, like doesn't even sound fun. Like this.
Let's hear a
Kids are
favorite story from Ashley.
I don't have any.
Come on, yes, I know you got some favorite stories.
Not really.
I have a few, but I'll save her the embarrassment.
Thank you.
I let her tell her own stories.
Well, I remember Delta. I don't know. Yeah, I think you just barely turned 21 when I was making my panty dropper, and you had quite a few.
No, I don't think I was.
Oh yeah, you might not have been 21 yet.
Yes, you were 21.
Yes,
Yeah, she was 21.
barely. But yeah, you. I had to make another pot because of you.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And she was like, Murph, I don't think this has any alcohol in it at all. I'm like, it's only alcohol. Like, it's just beer and vodka. No, it's not. I'm like, yeah, that's all it is. And flavor. Yeah, nothing?
No,
No? She's pleading the 5th.
She's
I
not-
can't remember what I did yesterday, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Cop showed up a few times that night. That was when we had, what's his name, DJing and shit. We had, what's his name, DJ and
Larry?
Larry was
Oh,
DJing
Oh, I think
on the
that
trailer.
was me and Larry.
Yeah.
There's been so many times the cops have showed up at Delta and they
It's just
like
Yeah, they just
the one
leave.
time when they're like they're like, we keep getting complaints because one of you is running their generator. And we're like, none of us are running a generator because we're all plugged in. And we're like, what? We're like, I mean, we're being a little loud, but not a gen. And they're like, we don't care if you're playing music. It's just they're getting complaints about a generator. And we're like, sitting there, what in the hell? And all of a sudden we hear this generator start up. And it's getting louder and louder and louder. We're like, what in the hell? The cops we all look over and it's hippie driving a lawnmower. And the whole time somebody in the neighborhood nearby was complaining because it was a lawnmower. They thought it was a generator.
Yeah, you know what? That you can hear sound. Like somebody talking, you could hear it like a mile and a half away down in Delta. It's so
The whole
quiet
place
in
is so
Delta.
flat. It's just a big flat plain.
I feel sorry for them.
So is that going to happen again?
Delta? Mm-hmm. I think so. Pretty sure it is. I hope so. If not, we'll make it happen.
No, I just wondered if,
If
and what we
I
need
have
to do.
2 lawnmowers. I have the old Sheriff lawnmower. That's a champion.
we need to bring
It's
back.
not really. I mean, I did. Everybody thought I won, but I didn't win. The other guy really won. He did 4 laps. I only did 3. But
Murph cheated.
I didn't cheat. You guys just said I won, so I was like, I did? All right, cool.
All right,
Hey,
we
But
cheated,
we didn't
cheated
want-
for you.
That guy was a mod anyways. He should have done 4 laps. His shit was
Take
so
it when you
fucking
can get it.
fast. Yeah,
We
his shit was fast.
lawnmower racing kind of took a dive for COVID, but we need to bring that back. That was
Oh
that
my
was so much.
God.
That was way too much fun.
That's like probably one of my funnest racings ever. I'm not even kidding.
It is the cheapest form of racing,
Oh my
period.
God.
There's no cheaper form of racing, and it's
I will
just as
never-
much fun as anything else.
I will never forget Joe going down the side of the mountain on his mower, and his mower was the one that had like the
Are you talking about it 5 mile or?
a 5 mile, where the top of the sand hills or whatever. When we got
The
to the
little
top,
anthill?
yeah, the ant hills, and then once you got to the top, you had to go down that hill before you hit
Yeah.
the return trail or
Yeah.
whatever. And I remember Joe just
No brakes.
put it neutral and
None of those
rolled
things
down
have
it.
brakes.
Oh my god! And when he hit the bottom, both tires went bam and just folded. And Joe still steered out of it, and he was like, "Oh fuck!" Turned it up on his side and just muscled that thing back into place and bent it back. I was
He's
like,
like
"Oh."
Popeye.
Yeah.
He's like this tall, but his arms are this big.
And that thing looks like what, a '57 Chevy or something? Or
No, it's like a
32.
it's like a Model T or something.
Yeah,
It's like a
Oh my
little
God.
Model T front end or something.
Dude, but just seeing Joe like, oh my god, you could tell he realized he fucked up by putting it in neutral. And like no fucking brakes. Oh my god. Yeah.
That's totally Joe too. Like, how can I make this thing faster without thinking about the problems it'll cause?
Well, I
Neutral. That's how we can do it.
think he was
shit!
thinking, I'll just put it neutral and brake down it. But
There's no brakes on the
there's
damn
no
thing.
brakes. Yeah. So
They actually do have brakes, but none of them work.
yeah, it's a parking brake kind of.
None of them work.
But yeah, God, I missed that race. That was I think Ashley has video of me finishing it going backwards because I had a front flat tire, and every time I tried to go forward, it would bend the steering rod or whatever. So I'd have to get out, bend it back, and I'd try going. As soon as I hit a rock, it would bend it out again. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go backwards, and I finished the race going backwards. And I think
Find it.
I got third.
Yeah, I think you did. I think I remember you got like definitely top 3.
Yeah, because Ashley wasn't racing. You were following in your side by side, and you were
That's what we
video
just followed.
laughing.
I was.
She was laughing at me.
I was
because
driving around in my Razor laughing. It was.
I was handing hippie beers. He was racing.
Who won it that year? I can't even remember.
Shit. Who
You
did
know,
win it? Was it Jesse?
no, Jesse didn't. Oh yeah, maybe Jesse did win it.
I know Jesse won it the second time we did it.
I think it was the second time.
The second time Jesse won it for sure. I can't remember who won it the first time.
Or maybe it was the first time.
I know for a fact Jesse won it the second time because he won it by like 20 minutes. He came around like as fast as I made it around in the Razor.
Yeah. Well, his shit was stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to do more mower racing this summer for sure.
And it's like your buddy said, just keep doing it till you get caught and play vague, and then
I don't know. Now that we've made a podcast about it.
so what?
Technically, it's not
Hey,
official.
I'll fucking do it. It'll be under my name. I'll take all responsibility.
The one, what was, you know what's funny is this morning I was talking to my brother-in-law, and he was like, "Hey, dude, me and my kid, we found this awesome RC car track. And he's like, it's downtown. He's like, it's freaking rad." And I'm like, "Yeah, my buddy Murph used to own it." And he's like, "What? Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "Yeah, my buddy Murph. That was Murph's racetrack, Murph's RC car racetrack, or Murph's Intermountain
RC, yeah.
out in he's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, didn't you ever see the lawnmower race we had there?" He's like, "You had a lawnmower race?" He's like, "We went down there and watched a bunch of people race their cars." He's like, "That was the coolest thing we've ever been to." And he's like, and a shout out to the racetrack.
Yeah.
What's it called now?
Eaton's
Intermountain Racetrack.
Intermountain RC.
Shout out to those guys. Murph doesn't own it anymore, but still
Yeah.
awesome
Yeah.
people.
It still is awesome. Still is fun. I go there every Saturday. So.
Yeah, but he was like, I was like, "Yeah, that's where we had that lawnmower race." He's like, "What?" And I showed him the video from the race at that track, and he was like, "Oh my gosh,
The
that is."
fell video.
Yeah, dude, I mean that's.
Yeah, thank you, Spencer. That was awesome. That video. Off-road Vixen sponsor.
Yeah, let's talk about Ashley's racing future here.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's,
So you have
we've heard enough about
a couple
the rest of us
sponsors
losers.
already.
Sure.
Nice. Tell us some. Put a shout out to them. This is a big show.
We have like 7 followers.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Hey, you know we already have like 21 followers on YouTube, and we do not have a
Really?
fucking thing.
You guys talk for a second. I'll look it up. Now that I got my phone, I can look it up.
So yeah, tell us, who are your sponsors? Who's your main sponsor besides your father?
Salt
and
Lake
your mother?
Vapors.
Yes, all like vaping.
Okay, Salt Lake Vapors. Yeah, them guys are really good sponsors.
Guess I better start vaping.
Yes. No, don't start
I
vaping.
already did.
No,
You just rep them.
Sure.
Yeah.
that's what I did.
Yeah.
I've never vaped in my life,
I like those little.
and they were one of my
disposable-
best sponsors I
Are
ever
you
had.
really vaping? Sometimes. All right. When you're drinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Or when.
Or I'm at lunch for work.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we sell them too.
They taste good. Banana strawberry.
Yeah, we have them.
We have 88 likes on Facebook.
Oh, nice.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not too bad for not having any content.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that we had a Facebook page till like about 3 hours ago, and so now that I know, I will post some stuff.
Yeah, I'll make sure you're an admin. I thought I already made you one, but
You
if I
might
didn't-
have, and I had just have
I-
to accept it.
If I didn't, I will make it.
Okay, Salt Lake Vapors is one of your sponsors. Let's hear another one.
Off-road vixens.
Off-road Vixens and what?
Girl racing clothing.
Girl racing clothing. All right, and like what kind of clothing?
Hoodies, hats.
Oh, nice.
Say girls get dirty too.
Yeah, yes,
You
they
know,
do.
that shit,
Girls
yeah.
are the dirtiest, actually.
That's pretty rad.
That, in my
What are the-
opinion. And like as far as sponsorship, they just give you free swag, or helping you out with racing
yeah, pretty
fees and
much.
stuff
Dude, we have 20 subscribers on our YouTube channel.
with nothing. Fucking
Robbie, stop being a dick.
Hey, I'm just saying that's pretty
Yeah.
cool for having.
Yeah, well, we gotta
gonna-
have 2 things going.
We'll get it. Sorry. All right.
And then,
She was trying to do something.
Okay. My bad.
I
My bad.
already said what I was gonna say.
and
I
then
don't know what else to
who
say.
else?
No one.
No one. Okay.
I fucking work. 'Cause I work every day to race.
You're
What-
your
what
own
about-
Once
sponsor.
again, I get nothing.
What about Rebel Customs?
Eh.
Yeah.
Eh?
Don't-
So the funny
Shout
the
out to
fun-
Rebel
the funny
Custom
one
Racing.
with that is she goes up and gets her trophy, and the guy said, "You want to thank anybody?" No. Anybody help you?
No.
No. I'm like, oh,
He's
fuck
like, you did all
off.
this by yourself? And I'm like,
I'm like,
no.
I just,
sorry,
I just
here.
rode 200 and something miles in your seat.
I don't talk in front of people. Sorry.
Yes, you should. very much.
I honestly hate people.
I do too. I really do. Like Robbie, I cannot
So-
stand. Robbie.
So here's one thing I love
And
about
Weston,
Nick can I
can't
just
stand him
can I just
either.
give a shout out to Nick Schaefer, who was my co-driver forever and ever and ever. Awesome co-driver. Now is co-driving for you a lot, and he's just a hero. And this is one thing I love about Nick Schaefer, is we'd go to races, and there was so many races where you're coming home, I'd break the car. I'm stressed out because I know when I get home I got a $3,000 part to fix or something.
And a
I-
month to fix it.
I got a
before
month
the
to
ne-
fix it.
Yeah.
I'm probably hungover because I drank myself stupid the night before or something. You know.
Yeah.
It's
We
just-
need to make racing drunk again.
yeah, for sure. But like, you know, there's so many times where we're on our way home, and we'd stop at a gas station. We never were cool enough to have like an enclosed trailer or something. So we always had the rock crawler in the back, which honestly, like as far as sponsorship standpoint, was pretty awesome for sponsors because everybody at the gas station would be like, "What is that? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Tell me about your car." And I'd be like, I just would like, you know, and I love talking to people. I really love. That's why I like this.
Yeah.
What we're doing here. I love talking to people, but there's those days where you just don't want to.
Especially when you had a bad race and
Yeah.
you broke and you're like,
Nick Schaefer never had a bad day.
yeah.
Nick Schaefer would always have a good day, dude. Like I'd be like, someone would be like walking. I'd see like this little old guy that's probably the nicest guy on planet Earth walking up, and my grumpy ass would be like, I'm like turning around, walking
The
away. as fast
fuck
as I
you
can.
want, old man?
I'd be like, hey, cool car, and
That's
I'd be
me.
like trying to hide from the dude, which I honestly normally don't do. I really don't do.
Yeah.
I'm in that mood, but Nick Schaefer never in that mood. Nick Schaefer would be like, hey there, how's it going? Yeah, let me tell you about it. Oh yeah, it's got a Camaro motor and it's
Jump in there, buddy.
he-
Start it
Get
up.
on in that seat there, boy.
He'd like-
Give her a rev.
He'd like, let me see your phone. I'll take a picture with you. Like Nick was like the best
PR.
best PR guy that didn't know he was a PR guy. You know,
Yeah.
he wasn't doing it to like advertise. He was just doing it because he was a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like, so
Hey, shout out to Nick.
shout out to Nick Schaefer. Keep him in your back pocket. He's a good guy to have.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Just saying.
He's all right. Just kidding.
I wouldn't tell him that to his face, but I'll talk. I'll talk.
Schaefer knows.
I'll talk that kind of shit behind his
Hey,
back.
monkeys fling poo.
So Schaefer's helped me out so much that when I bought a GPS for my car, I bought him one too. Just you know, here's one for your car. And he was like, "What's this for?" I'm like, "Cause every time I have a problem, you're like the first one to jump in and
He is,
fix
dude.
it."
He
And
is.
I don't even
Yeah.
ask him to.
100%.
He just fucking like, "What's wrong with your car?" "Oh, I need this wrench. I need this wrench. Go get me this. Go get me this. Go get me this." And you're like, "You're gonna fix it?"
Maybe,
Yeah,
hey,
do it.
Hold on, maybe we shouldn't advertise this because when this comes out, Nick Schaefer's gonna get like 300 friend requests. Like, hey, maybe you can help me out.
Yeah, no. For everybody, the thousands
He
of you
doesn't know what he's
watching,
doing.
Nick Schaefer's our bitch. Okay, nobody else.
He is owned.
Yeah, we own him.
He is owned.
Unless you're female,
Nick
you can
Schaefer's
borrow
owned by the
him,
Crawler
and he
Corn
has a
Crawler
size
Corn Company.
14 shoe. So, just telling you.
You'll have to talk to our lawyers, Crawler Corn, and Sons.
Crawler corn,
Crawler Corn and Crawler Corn.
I love that one. Yes, crawler corn and sons
Yep.
of a bitches.
Right.
So you got Off-Road Vixen. I was playing on my phone, so I kind of
Solid vapors.
Solid Vapor.
Flandro Metalworks probably helps you
Yeah.
out too. Them guys are cool sometimes.
Yeah, you've had a GPS this whole season.
I know.
PRP?
No.
No, you turned that one down?
No.
No?
It's not a sponsorship.
Oh,
I just get a discount.
well, still.
That's still sponsorship.
That's still a sponsor.
Yeah. Don't give me a discount. So PRP,
It's
and
like
then
an ambassador.
We'll talk to Scott.
so I notice Aaron's wearing a number on his hat. Is that his number or your
That's mine.
number? Oh,
Right on. Way to rep.
so does his wallet sponsor you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
let's give
Yeah.
a shout out to Aaron.
Aaron, nice sponsorship. Probably. Yeah.
He makes a lot more than I do. I put up with a lot more shit.
Yeah, well, you know, that's typical. You know. Yeah. I mean,
That's good.
yeah.
I
It's
just-
good for you.
I just
Sugar
like to say,
daddy.
Puts hair on your chest.
Sugar daddy, help.
I need a sugar daddy or a sugar mama.
I think she did bitching last year.
I think so as well.
I think so,
honestly,
too.
First race with Nick, I was nervous. You know,
Second race, threw up. Still raced.
no, first
threw
race
up,
just
still raced, threw up, still, and finally was like, okay, I can't throw up
hey,
anymore. And I'm done.
if you can't do it, you can't do it.
Yeah, but still.
Apparently-
And
Kept
luckily, I was dressed to fuel the car, so I just had to grab my helmet.
So
And that's a rough mother. Holy fucking shit.
so I'm a little bitch.
Yeah,
If
I
something
agree.
breaks on my car, I just pull over and be like, I'm done. Because I'm a little bitch.
We all know that.
Dude, but we honestly,
Ashley,
after
to throw up and then to keep racing?
I was so pissed.
between the first race and the second race, I prepped the dog shit out of that car, and it held together. I pulled the whole diff apart, took the locker out, so it you know, didn't have a locker,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
You don't need a
rebuilt
lo- you don't
the
want a
whole
locker.
front end, and holy shit, it's a whole new car.
With four-wheel drive?
Yeah.
It-
Yeah.
Yeah, with no locker.
So was it the locker that was fucked up, or was it the electrical connection, or?
It was a locker and an axle shaft.
Oh,
So now it's just open front, spool rear.
Op-
obviously,
open
right?
front, which it should be.
Yeah, yeah. For
I-
what you're doing, that's
But you do not need
you don't
a
want
locker.
well. So I always had. You have a spool in front of your car, right?
front and rear.
Yeah, I had spool front and rear, and I never did it, but I always wanted to put a locker in the front because all my shock tuners I talked to said that when you go through whoops, it acts better because your car's not fighting itself as you hit a whoop. You know, you have a spool or a locker in there. It's making this tire do weird, funny
Yep.
things if you're hitting
Yep.
whoops a little crooked or something, which no whoop is
Mhm.
perfectly straight, obviously. So,
Yeah, that don't happen
think-
if you're on the gas going through the whoops and not.
well, it happens no matter what, Murph.
just teasing. Just
No,
teasing.
Open front diff.
Yeah, I think
Open front diff.
You can control it.
It actually.
I wish I had a
We- so-
locker in the front of my
So we went through,
car.
and I was thinking back. We went through. I don't remember how many hours and minutes it was. It was like 2 hours and 24 minutes on the first lap. But then I was thinking I had to get my helmet and do all that stuff and get in the car. It was 2 hours and 23 minutes. We were 1 minute shorter, 1 minute off of a perfect lap time.
really
Nice.
pretty rad.
That I was like, that's
For the
pretty.
big laps too, so that's pretty
That's
rad to get.
pretty spot on
Yeah, that's pretty good.
that we hit it that good.
That's
Nick
pretty good.
did.
Nick, like shout out to Nick.
Yeah,
that
again,
Nick.
shout out to Nick.
I'm glad he got to drive.
Oh yeah,
Well-
because Nick sorry, Nick took over and started driving, right?
Yeah,
Drove.
because I said
That's right.
Hey, you've seen the course.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the course. If you want to drive, drive.
Nick's a good driver too.
Nick is an excellent.
I,
So
I mean,
you gotta have bigger balls, I think, than the driver to be a co-dog.
oh, for sure.
and
not that-
Aaron loves being a co-dog. He really loves it.
I hate it.
I fucking can't do it. And guess who's co-dogging for Weston at King of the Hammers? Captain Rob.
Last time I rode with someone, I got pink eye.
inside
Mic drop. Boom.
inside joke for those of you watching. Ashley rode with Murph. Murph rolled. They were just rock crawling, not racing. Ashley was just
And it
riding
was a
along.
stupid roll. I was just turning around.
They were turning around.
And I have
Murph-
pictures of this.
Murph's an idiot. Wasn't wearing a seatbelt. They tipped the car on its side. Murph landed on Ashley.
No, we tipped on the passenger side, and the shifter grab my pants, and my feet were still in the fucking feet area. And so when I fell towards Ashley, she'd probably just seen nothing but, hairy butt crack.
I still saved the beer.
Oh, yeah, she still saved the beer. And I just remember her like, Murph, you're sitting on me. And I'm like, I'm fucking trying. Like, because I was stuck. I was stuck, too. I couldn't get my feet out from inside the footwell. And I remember I was just like pulling on that steering wheel as hard as I could. And finally I could grab a hold and get my foot out.
You don't realize how much you weigh until you're upside down in a car.
Oh yeah, or you can't use your feet because I couldn't use my feet at all, so it was all arm, pulling myself up, and I was, a little intoxicated, but
Was that the second or third lap?
That was when. That was in Green Day down at BFE.
Yeah, I know, but it was at the
Second or third lap through. I don't know.
Oh.
I think it was only the first one.
I don't think I rode with him that time.
That might have been a different year.
That was. Yeah, that was.
The Cade year.
Yeah.
Oh
We
yeah,
did
yeah.
like 3 fucking laps.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Oh,
and then we went
Jesus.
to Smashing Pumpkins and had to turn around
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
fucking cliff.
We about went
Yeah.
off it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, yeah.
Were you there for that?
I think so.
It was going down the side of a mountain, like just literally a
Yeah.
goat trail. And then all of a sudden, we see headlights coming up. We're like,
If it was on Smashing Pumpkins, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, you can't fucking turn around, or another car can't even pass you on that bitch.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then Kay was like,
It's
no
like that.
fucking way you can make that shit down. We're turning around. I'm like, well, what we just came down is not, oh my God.
It was like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, and I've
I know
never,
exactly what you're talking about.
just trying
Yeah.
to turn around. Just trying to turn around.
You make the hairpin and
Yeah.
then you go up on the side.
It's that weird little.
Yeah.
I remember I've never been so scared in my life. Because I remember I had to back up the mountain and you're leaning. Oh my God. Yeah, and you can't see a fucking thing too because it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you don't have.
Fireball between your legs.
Oh.
The giant.
I
ball.
miss those days, man. Like BFE was some of the funnest wheeling ever.
hit a
Just
fucking
because
deer.
it was like,
Yeah, you guys hit a fucking deer.
The deer hit us.
I don't know. I'd
You
love to-
almost got it.
I want to go back east.
Different time.
I want to go back
Yeah.
east and I want to go play in the off-road parks with Jesse and them.
Yeah.
Just to see if there's fun. As
I want to
BFE.
go to Redneck,
Paychecks?
Paychecks or whatever.
Yeah, I'd love to go there because
That looks-
Dude,
it's-
from the times I've been back east to Tennessee and Indiana,
Well, I'm just wondering, do you have to bring your sister or can you bring your wife? I mean,
I don't know. I shipped my shit.
you just ship it down there
I shipped it.
and flew?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't fly. I'll drive.
ship your sister there too.
I don't have a sister. Do you remember flying?
I've never been there. Furthest east I've gone wheeling is Texas.
Dude, the wheeling back east.
I've heard it's a riot.
Dude, The
Well, what
times
was-
I've been are
Cade was saying there's a race that he's absolutely going to, like, it's back east
It's the
somewhere.
Badlands race though.
Yeah, the
About-
Badlands
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, I'll
and
talk
it-
about that race like it's just the.
Well, he was like, they cater to the race car drivers there. It's not
Yeah.
like fucking he said they have parties for you, they feed you and
Really?
shit, and it's like fucking like you're gods
mean,
down there.
yeah.
You know?
It's totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
It-
like here, but he's like, oh, you didn't win, you're not cool. Fuck you. You know, I just beat the shit out of myself for fucking 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
And I'm
I will
fat.
say there is like I traveled to all the races with when I worked for Maxxis and stuff, and we did some like East Coast. It was not Ultra 4 stuff or not even rock crawling stuff. It's like more
Desert racing.
short course crap.
Yeah.
But I'll say like there's a difference in attitude when you go like California races and like don't get me wrong. I mean I'm not hating on California people.
I
that go to
am.
Races.
Fuck
Yeah,
California
yeah.
Democrats.
Yeah, I'll hate them a little bit. But there's a difference in mentality. You go like going through the pits in California.
No.
It's like everybody's like closing their pit door that you walk by, and you're like at night you're walking through with a beer, and you're just like trying to meet people. You're trying to like hang out, and people are like shutting their curtains.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, don't look at my race car. Get out of here. And it's like a weird little, like everybody wants to hide their secrets or something. Like everybody's got secret. Like everybody thinks they have like the edge on everybody or some sort of something.
Yeah. You're
And
like,
then we
oh
go
yeah,
to-
I did that like 2 years ago, and they're like,
Then
really?
we go to Crandon, and when we go to Crandon, I don't know, maybe they just don't. I don't know what it is, but we go to Crandon, and it was like the complete opposite. I remember going to Lake Elsinore one weekend, and it was the next weekend was Crandon, and we went to Lake Elsinore, and it was like we got shut out. Nobody wanted to talk to us. We go to Crandon, and we'd be walking around, and if we didn't have a beer in our hand, people would be calling us into their pit. Hey, you don't have a PBR? Hey, come grab a PBR. They all drink PBR.
Fuck
They
yeah.
all drink PBR. It's PBR country up there, and they'd hand you an ice cold PBR, bring you in there. They'd check out what we're doing to their car tonight. Oh, we're lowering this suspension thing. We think we're gonna get an edge on that turn one here, and we can do this and that. And it's just like it's everybody's just your best friend. I mean, maybe it's that like weird everybody talks about Canadians having that
Yeah.
nice mentality. Maybe that's what it. I don't know what it is. But
Canadians are nice. I thought they were assholes.
I don't know.
I thought it was the French Canadians that were.
French Canadians are assholes in my experience, but I'm not trying to be racist here towards French people, but
No, that's a coon ass.
That's a coonaz. Yeah, I'm gonna go to that race just because it sounds fucking awesome.
yeah, I think East.
And I want to
I
bring
think the whole East Coast.
I want to try to bring Trevor, and I think I'm gonna buy Trevor a race suit this year and get
Yeah.
him in there as my co-dog,
I think you should.
and then
Yeah,
maybe
damn
after
straight.
a couple years, have him start racing. You know, I'd actually let him race right now, but motherfucker, I drive with him on the road and it scares the shit. Actually, I let him drive all the time, and it doesn't kind of scare me because he actually listens. I'm like, well, you know, the speed limit's 50 and you're doing 70, but you're the one getting a ticket. And he's like,
And you know what he says? You're paying for it.
yeah. No, actually, he'll be like, all right, I'll slow down. And he slows down to like 65, which is only 15 instead of 20 over. So, yeah, you know.
He needs to come work for me.
Yeah, he will. He
Told him
will.
Last time he was here.
Yeah. This summer. He knows it too.
Yeah.
I think he's just like hogging up all the computer time because he knows. Like,
Freeload as much as he can while he's at home.
I think he knows. Like, soon as I fucking get a job, I'm gonna have to grow up and fucking go.
Yeah, that's all right.
But shit, I had a job when I was 13 and I didn't grow up. I'm fucking 45 years old and I still haven't grown up.
You still don't have a job though.
I don't need a job. I have other people that work for me that make my money.
Max,
Backs hurt.
You getting ready to go?
maybe.
Said all you said. You said all you wanted to say.
Yeah. Well,
We can wrap it up.
Yeah, we can wrap it
We
up.
can wrap it up. I wanted to ask Aaron more questions, but maybe we'll just wait for it. Maybe we'll just have a part 2.
Maybe.
I wanted to get into Aaron's U-Rock, and we didn't even touch on.
We didn't even touch
We
shit.
didn't touch on
That's a
half
lot.
of it.
Well, actually, I didn't know that you were originally from Oregon, which explains a lot. And then you lived in Wyoming. You probably lived there for like 4 years, right?
we
I
could
could
make
tell
Aaron
by the Wyoming and goatee you got going on there, and the mustache. No, just kidding. The mustachio.
We could make the Aaron Clough podcast a 17-part special if we wanted to.
And yeah, people don't
And
know
I'm okay
how
with that.
badass Aaron Clough is.
He is, dude.
Clough.
Clough.
Sorry.
Clout.
I don't know
Not
why
clout.
there's
Clout is what we're trying to get on TikTok for our Robin. I haven't made a TikTok for Robin.
What's a
Dog.
clout?
It's like you got clout. It's like fame. It's
Oh.
another word for fame. That's why they called Babe Ruth the.
Well,
King
then
Clout.
that fits it. Ashley Clough, Aaron Clough.
Clout.
I have a TikTok.
Clough the
I have
Clout.
a TikTok too. We're friends.
yeah.
Yeah, I follow you.
That's a good nickname.
I only did one video. Actually, I've done
Clout
two
of
now.
Clough.
Yes.
I did my pool and then my wife.
Like
I
Babe
think
Ruth
that's
was
a
the
cute
king of
video.
Clout,
It
you know.
is.
Because she's like, don't film me. And she all like smiles and shit. I think it's cute. So,
No, you got miles of shit.
so,
Miles and miles. And
so May, how many races you plan on doing this year, Ashley?
I don't know. The boar has like 4.
Are you only gonna do boar races this year?
Depends.
Just.
I'd like to do a best in the desert race.
So, you guys know that Ultra 4 is coming to out there to.
yeah.
But I want to see it first.
Yeah.
They,
If I
you
have
know,
boulders, I'm not
well-
doing it.
well, they took out all the big boulders.
I think they're gonna incorporate the Lucas track. I hope they do.
That they're gonna have to.
Yeah, maybe they'll put the rocks in there. You
So
know.
they've got that big wow.
Your
Pizza
drum's
with
bleeding.
sausage too. So
Well
that's
done.
woo. That's
So
tasty.
they have that big wall, that big section off to the I don't know how
To the
familiar you
west
are.
side.
They have a big section off to the west side, but they got rid of like all their really extreme stuff
Yeah.
because it was just falling apart. So I can't imagine it's gonna be too crazy with rocks.
You know what? When was the last time somebody's been out there? Maybe we need to go out and check it.
Yeah,
'Cause
maybe.
maybe they were
Been a
building
while.
something
I
fucking crazy out
I haven't been out there in 2 years. These guys live.
Since we went
You
to-
guys live what 15 minutes away from there?
So,
Somehow asked me to
5.
try
you guys heard that JT Taylor's coming out with his own race?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you, should
So-
we talk about that? Drop?
Yeah, let's talk about that JT Taylor because I think I love Ultra 4, but
No.
I don't love Ultra 4 because I don't feel like it's made to have fun. I almost feel like it's so fucking serious that, it's like unless you're super professional and yeah, fuck that.
You know, Ultra 4, it's a love-hate relationship with me and Ultra 4. If we're being honest,
Hey, I got a check from Ultra 4.
I saw that. That's
Yeah.
pretty rad. That's actually kind of cool. That
Yeah.
that gives me a little bit.
You know what's funny though? It's like Pony said on there. Spend $30,000 to get a $350 check. And you fuck yeah, I got a $350 check. Fuck yeah.
I don't know if
You
the
know?
cameras can see my $100 check up here,
Yeah.
but that's one of my most proud trophies up there, actually.
So yeah, I mean, I got 7th place, and I think in Sturgis I got 7th place.
That's pretty
So
rad.
I don't know if that because I got 7th place, I got $350, whatever. But I haven't even cashed it yet. I don't know if I ever will cash it. I might frame that bitch.
Yeah.
Nah.
You
Cash
can,
it.
You can make a copy of it.
Nah, I'm just gonna.
You
Hey.
can,
It's only
Hey.
you can-
$350.
The bank,
Hey.
The bank will give it back to you if you want.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
really?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
cash it and they'll give it back to you.
Oh, okay.
I'll cash it for you.
No,
Take that money.
no.
Yeah, the bank. You can literally give it to the bank. They'll cash it and then give it back to you. They just put like a void thing on it, so you can't do it again.
Well, I'll be like, hey, my first paycheck
That is-
from racing. Actually, I got.
You got one of those too. I think you beat me in that race, didn't you? Or
Yeah,
you got a
I-
$200 one. Or,
No, I got like 2 $300 ones.
oh, because you raced a few times. I only raced that one.
Yeah,
One race.
and then I have one. I actually have 3 of them. I have 2 for 300 and 1 for 100.
Nice.
So
So
yeah, she still owes me money for that. So Julene, if you're watching, I still know you owe me like what $700 still. I want it in parts though.
True statement. I was talking about her earlier today, talking about how cool she was because I met a bunch of.
Dude, her shit she's been doing lately is sick. You see
Yeah,
the Let's Go Brandon
Yeah,
shit?
oh, yeah.
Dude, that was badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, she is
Anodized
she builds
and
some
everything.
cool stuff and
The coolest
shout
stuff.
out to Summit Machine. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about Summit Machine here in local Utah shop here.
Yes.
We're gonna have to get her on the podcast.
Yes.
We're gonna have to-
Absolutely.
we might have to get her on here like next week maybe. Maybe we'll make a phone call.
All right, yeah.
Hey, made that 2-seat rear engine car.
Yeah. Did she
All
do
the stuff
she did
on
all
that.
this- Yeah. Did she?
The bomb.
That's pretty rad. So
And that was 15
cold?
years ago.
yeah, I was at a lowrider shop actually yesterday, and I was talking to the lowrider guys are trying to make like factory bushings work from these like old Caprices or whatever the hell. I mean, I'm not a lowrider guy, so I don't know what the hell they're really doing, but they're trying to make factory bushings work and all this crap. And I was showing them, I was like, dude, you got to start looking at the Summit Machine stuff. I was like, that's what all us rock crawl, because they want more like the Summit Machine calls it a Jimmy joint. But It's kind of like a Johnny joint, like a
Yeah, they need
Yeah.
that.
the Summit Machine Jimmy
Just
joint.
adjustable.
basically.
Their
basically
ball
just a-
joints always bust out on them.
Yeah, and for those of you watching, the Summit Machine Jimmy joint is basically this badass rebuildable cushion. It's a
I have 'em on my car.
polyurethane joint. It's
They are
rad. So
badass.
I was showing all these lowrider guys that, and they were just eating their heart out. So I'm
It
gonna
just
try and
it has a higher pivot.
Yeah, they don't pivot as far as a high point, but for rock crawling, if you've got your stuff set up, there's no reason you need it.
I know. I was worried about it on mine, and
Yeah.
mine haven't even came close to fucking.
I think the Summit ones pivot a little bit more than a.
Well, I think she said for the Jimmys because we have such a big. The Jimmy's cars have a big thread on them or something like.
Yeah, well, I think they use like a.
Oh, the hole in the middle, the bolt that goes through. 'cause
Right,
We
our
use,
Jimmy's ones are a little. They're a
yeah,
little
they use the big
Well,
half-inch bolt
we're
or
using
whatever.
3/4 inch bolts, and then we use
Yeah.
the uppers are where we get screwed with our Jimmy stuff because we were using like an inch and I don't know. She knows what's up.
Yeah, so she did it right, and she milled them down to where they have because they wouldn't articulate, they'd bottom out, but now she made the balls a little smaller, so
Yeah,
I'll
we'll get
articulate.
her on
Yeah.
here and she can explain it all. we're probably butchering.
Actually, I don't know if I want her on there because she's smart. She'll make us look like fucking idiots.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we don't already look like idiots,
all
but
No, killer product though.
yes,
yeah, no,
awesome.
she's awesome. Yep.
She does
I'll
some
run,
awesome shit.
I'll run her stuff on every vehicle. I've
Yeah,
built.
if I ever
I don't
need
know.
anything, I'm buying her shit for sure.
100%.
So,
So,
but
yeah.
all right, well,
All right, let's wrap it up.
let's say goodbye. Thank you guys so much for
Yeah, I appreciate you guys making
being
the drive
on
out here.
the Rob and Dog Show.
Peace out, bitches.
Peace.
Yeah,
out,
we
bitches.
got about 230,000 people watching now, or
I think so. I think our followers just
so.
gained a shit ton.
Yeah, so
World famous.
if you guys
Ashley
are
Clough.
looking to sponsor young,
young aspiring off-road female racer.
female,
There you go.
hot racing chick. Sorry, Aaron. It's hard to say in front of your dad.
That's all good.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about Aaron or are you talking about Ashley?
No, I'm retired.
So yeah, Ashley's needing sponsors. So, but
She's
thank you
ambitious.
guys for coming, and peace out, y'all. Woo!
Boom.
This podcast was sponsored by Solid Vapors, Flanger Metalworks, and our wives. Thank you for letting us sit out here in the garage and drink beer and talk to ourselves.
Rebel Custom Racing.
Shout out to Rebel Custom Racing. Ashley, do you have a name for your racing?
And Shanae.
AC Motorsports.
AC Motorsports.
What does AC stand for?
It's both of
Aaron
our names.
Clough.
Oh,
Ashley
oh.
Clough.
It's both our initials.
You know
AC?
what? Didn't
we have
know
the
our
same
names.
initials.
Sorry.
We have the
Even middle.
exact same initials.
AMC.
AMC.
Let's also give a shout out to, is it Vixen Off-Road?
Off-Road Vixen.
Off-Road Vixens.
So,
Big shout out to those guys.
Uh,
Girls,
What's-
those girls. My bad. Jeez.